Good morning and welcome back to the Morning Commute with Opie living in the city. It is a beautiful Friday morning. Happy Friday, everyone. It's a cool 53 degrees outside and we are headed into Central Phoenix. There was a little bit more moisture over in our neck of the woods, and there is some snow up in the high country. I was looking at the webcams for downtown Phoenix and then or downtown Flagstaff. It's nice and white and it's beautiful. We get to go take a look. And then the freeway between headed from Flag to Williams, there's several inches of snow on the road. So if you're traveling, please be careful. Plan ahead, take your time, and if you don't absolutely need to go, then just wait till maybe tomorrow or whenever it's safer. So let's see what's on the news today.
What's in, what's out, and as one of my smart colleagues said, the list of unknowns is still pretty large, even after, hearing from the White House, hearing from the president. But yesterday he announced that there would be a temporary pause on many of the tariffs he put in place just a few days ago. Those were the 25% tariffs on goods coming into this country from Mexico and Canada. He just put them into effect this week. But now has reversed course, and there'll be a short-term reprieve until April 2nd. The White House says that this is about half of imports from Mexico, about 38% of goods from Canada that would qualify for the pause. And that includes auto parts and most produce. But there are things that will still be impacted by this, and that includes Canadian oil and computers from Mexico, for example. But I can't stress enough, it's still a known of the full list of what isn't included, what is included. It was really a lot to sort out yesterday, and it was quite complicated.
If there is anything that the financial markets hate, it's uncertainty, and it feels like this uncertainty has caused the markets to just go haywire. Why has he decided to pull back? Was there a reason that was given specifically?
He said yesterday that he did this after having a conversation with the president of Mexico, that he agreed to change course as an accommodation and out of respect for her. They had a phone call yesterday. He said that he helped them out with the problem they were having to do with tariffs. Well, this is tariff report that he put into effect earlier this week. President Sheinbaum of Mexico had not put into effect a retaliatory plan to holding out to see how the phone call went with the president. They had a plan A, B, C, and D, she said. That's different than what the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had done earlier this week, where he immediately fired back with 25% tariff on billions of dollars of U.S. products going into Canada. I think, yesterday, she said the right things to him on what they've been doing over the last month on the border, on fentanyl. But you and I kind of talked about this over the last couple of weeks. The metric is still unclear. What does the president want to see from both of those countries? Is there some number he is looking for? Some, key metric on those issues of migration and fentanyl? And White House officials just haven't said it yet, so it's still not clear of what he's trying to target.
I wonder if the president is just kicking the can down the road to April 2nd, because that's when the reprieve ends. That could cause a false sense of economic security to stabilize the markets.
Yeah, it's possible. And, also you have early April, a whole different round of tariffs that we're going to be talking about. These reciprocal tariffs, which are going to be impacting countries all over the world. This team is looking at trade deficits and what other countries have put on the U.S. for products with tariffs. And the president wants to even things out. So that's what he is expected to be announcing in early April.
All right, Karen Travers, ABC News White House correspondent, joining us here on KTAR. It's been a rock and roll kind of situation when you look at the markets at the Dow, the S&P. Today they're up a little bit, but we've been hammered a couple of days, and a lot of it, again, just really has to do with uncertainty. Wall Street doesn't know what's happening, therefore it's reacting on a kind of a worst case scenario basis.
Right, and even if the markets do pick up today, how long will it last? Because as I said, this is coming up again next month.
Right. Along with more.
So can we be safe or stable? Probably not. And the other thing is, who else is lining up for tariff increase? Who else is going to get a break? How will that impact the markets?
Exactly.
Too many questions right now.
A lot of questions. Coming up in just moments, well, the rest of the country and the Navajo Nation are about to spring forward. Why? Just why are we doing this?
I just wish it was spring all year long instead of waiting for falling backwards. I mean, in Arizona, we're Mountain Standard Time most of the year, but if you're dealing with anyone outside of Arizona, that's where it gets messy.
That's where it gets very fun, and not in a good way.
No.
John will also, possibly not in a good way, the roads. John Roller, live in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center. Rain out there causing problems.
Yeah, and Ladonna, right now I'm taking a look at the 101, the Pima Freeway over by the 51, and they are now getting showers. So expect some showers if you have your Friday morning commute. Might want to build in some extra time, bring along a little extra patience and consideration for the guy next to you. Hope he has the consideration for you as well. We'll keep an eye out on the crashes this morning, but again, it is going to be slippery out there as you take to the roadways. All the mainline crashes that we had to start the morning off, they have cleared away. Surface streets, we've got a handful of crashes. 35th Avenue north of Van Buren, 95th Avenue in Camelback. Look for a crash in Glendale, Chandler, on the school road in Ocotillo, and a crash in Surprise, Greenway, and Litchfield Road. John Roller, KTAR News.
We've got rain right now for the rest of the morning for sure. Highs in the near 60 degrees today. The rain will clear away, leaving cloudy skies, but tomorrow will be sunny again and clear. Highs near 69, back to 77 on Sunday, and 83 on Monday, as if the rain never happened. Right now in Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, we
better enjoy this moisture while we can.
as a replace or repair. Call Howard Air and Plumbing.
Let's face it, nothing makes you look to get things done early. You listen to KJCC every day and you rely on the news and information and again, the entertainment you get. Please make that contribution because it doesn't happen.
All right, folks. That was it. I hope you all are safe. Don't forget to tell your loved ones how much you appreciate them. Give them a hug if you can. And you guys have a safe day. I'm going to let you guys watch some of this rain a little longer. And it feels so good finally. And it's kind of scary to hear that we're going to be back up in the 70s by Sunday. So we better embrace this moisture.
CBS, look younger and feel more confident than ever.
whether to do away with changing the clocks, which can also mess with our body's circadian rhythms. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine has gone on record recommending that seasonal time changes be abolished in favor of a fixed national year-round standard time. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
Scientists released a new study on the vanishing of butterflies, sparking fears that nearly one quarter of all butterflies have been wiped out. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimber.
A newly released study finds the Southwest has been especially hard hit, from Arizona and New Mexico to Oklahoma and Texas. Researchers blame everything from climate change to chemicals. Nearly one-third of all species are down at least 50%. Why so much concern? Butterflies play a key role in pollinating plants and are a part of the food chain. Their disappearance could take a major toll on ecosystems and agriculture.
Fortunately, one species appears to be on the rise. That's the monarch butterfly. Mexico reports numbers have doubled those of last year.
I went out and I bought a packet of seeds of native flowering plants to grow in my garden, and I'm hoping that I attract some butterflies.
Wouldn't that be, and they're just nice to look
They're
at.
so pretty. It's like peaceful little creatures.
They are.
Coming up on Arizona's Morning News at 6, Governor Hobbs is talking, and KTAR's Colton Krolak explains what she is talking about.
Right now, John Roller is talking about freeways, some of them soggy this morning, live from the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center.
Yeah, butterflies bring along a calming effect, and you're going to need that on your ride into town this morning. We have some wet roadways, and looks like we have a new crash on the Red Mountain Freeway right near 32nd Street, and searching around on the cameras for that, and there are wet roadways in the Midtown area now. We've already had rainstorms move through the West Valley and the Northwest Valley. Also now seeing some showers on the 101 Pima Freeway over near the 51 this morning. As far as the crashes are concerned, we do have a handful of crashes right now. We've got a crash 35th Avenue just north of Van Buren. 95th Avenue and Camelback, look for a crash there. Greenway and Litchfield Road, a crash in Surprise this morning, and also a crash in Chandler on the School Road and Ocotillo. Let's tee it up for the 6 o'clock.